It's Monday. This vlog isn't going to be fantastic. I'll probably talk about a TV show or something. There's a great TV show called Top Gear. The UK version, I mean. And the one from 2000 and... Let me check my IMDb here. I should really know all this, but... From 2002. The original, the one I used to like, was with Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. Really, really good show. It's about cars, but they had like these crazy challenges, and they had a great chemistry, the three of them. Great, car reviews and just really fun challenges. They'd go all over the world. It was great. It was awesome. I loved it. And then at the end of last year? Okay, so in March last year, so over a year ago, about a year and a half ago, Jeremy Clarkson punched a producer in the face because a producer had brought him some cold food. Now that wasn't overreaction, and of course, he was fired. But then the other two presenters, Hammond and May, were like, well, we're not going to continue if he's not going to be on, so they left the show. They signed for a new show on Amazon called The Grand Tour. That premieres later this year. I'm really excited for it. But in the meantime, the BBC was like, well, we gotta get new presenters. Top Gear was such a good show. And it definitely wasn't made by the presenters, so we'll just get new presenters and it'll be just as successful. And it's got Chris Evans, who I think is a radio presenter, and Matt LeBlanc, who you all know as Joey from Friends. Not sure what that's going to be like. The first episode came out last night. I'm going to watch it now. I'll come back with my thoughts. I don't have very high hopes for it at all.
Good night, everyone!
The episode just ended. And now for something I'd like to call How to Ruin a Perfectly Good TV Show. Again, this is very subjective. This is my own opinion. But that's what this vlog is. This vlog is me, my life, and my opinions, so there we go. First thing, right off the bat, the opening sequence and credits and the way that's done, here's how it was done in the original.
Tonight, I point at a thing. Richard walks through a shop, and James has some bananas.
And here's how Chris Evans does it.
Tonight, I get chased.
Right behind us.
Matt gets chased.
See if I can shake him in these twisties.
And then, in a bizarre twist, I chase Matt.
Come on, Great Britain.
And Matt chases me.
We're gonna get smashed.
It's way too similar. I mean, he's trying too hard. And that's just sort of a general... I mean, of course he's got huge shoes to fill, and he's never going to fill them, in my mind. But he's trying too hard, and it's just not working, and he doesn't bring anything new or individualistic to the table, in my mind. And his voice, that's just me, but I find it really, really annoying.
Welcome to Top Gear with our all-new, improved audience.
You gotta listen to it for like a whole episode. It's too much. And then, and I'm not one to judge, but I mean, come on, you're on TV. What are you wearing? What is that? It's like with the weird boots, like the really skinny jeans tucked to the big black boots. He's trying to look young and hip with the big glasses and the bright yellow t-shirt and the skinny jeans and it's just not working. He just looks like someone who's trying way too hard to look young. The problem I have with him is he doesn't seem genuine at all. He really seems to be putting on a character, putting on a persona. And the feeling I had with the three, Clarkson, Hammond, and May, is they all seem true to themselves. Like, that's how I would imagine them in real life. And him, I don't know, it just seemed too staged. And also, this is just me, but he's too happy. He's too like, oh, look, this, blah, blah, blah. No, stop it. Come on, you don't have to be this happy. No, he's too jovial. I don't know, that's just me. I just find that really annoying. The cars are good though, I will say that. The cars are very good. And if I do continue watching it, it'll be for the cars, not for anything else. I used to watch it because there were really good cars, and there were great presenters, and they were funny, and there were crazy challenges, and now it's just gonna be the cars. I mean, the first challenge, they took themselves way too seriously. Like, they tried to have some jokes.
I feel the need for speed.
But the whole thing wasn't crazy enough. A huge thing for me is what worked so well, what I loved so much in the previous shows, is, I mean, of course you could tell they were all friends, but there was some playful banter, you know, they would insult each other and call each other names or whatever.
You can shut up, you look like a car that's had its wheels nicked.
It just made the whole thing seem more human, whereas they're just, overall, I mean, you know, Matt and Chris, I mean, first of all, there's no chemistry between them at all. I mean, they're trying, but it's not working, and then you can tell they're just too friendly in the challenges. You know, like, oh, I'll give you a light little love tap.
Is it okay to give you a little love tap? Okay.
Like, no, just ram into him. Come on.
Right, this time, Hammond, you're going down.
Be aggressive. Don't be too soft. That's what bothers me. The whole show, it just feels too watered down.
Oh, no, I can see the problem here.
The way you step up to that mark and the way you make it a good show isn't by trying to copy what worked before, because it's never going to be as good. You've got to make it your own. You've got to give it your own personal touch, and they just felt like they were trying to redo what the old Top Gear did, only worse and more watered down and with less, you know, chemistry between the people and just less natural, and it just didn't work. It fell flat. And again, at the end, you know, great job, Matt.
I helped you to win.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
They're like, oh, Matt, I want you to win. I want you to, wow, Matt, that was awesome.
Come on, we're there, Matt. We're there. You can't stop.
No, that's not why I'm watching it. I don't watch it to see two middle-aged men be nice to each other. I watch it because I want them to be mean to each other.
Hammond, get out of my way! I'm coming through in a Porsche Turbo!
What's more entertaining, watching really happy people or watching people fight? Watching people fight, of course, every time. Every single time. Why do I watch Top Gear? For the fights and the shit they get into and like the car breaking down and him being lost, and that's what I watch it for.
James, I've looked at the situation, and there's nothing we can do.
Just look at the chemistry the old presenters had.
Gott in Himmel! Wolfgang, we have accidentally named the car after ein Fraugarten!
Now compare it with this one.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But as you and I both know,
Oh, yes.
it did get wetter, windier, wilder, and weirder.
It just doesn't work. I feel like if they want this show to work, they're going to have to stop trying to emulate the past, the old Top Gear, and instead they've got to make it their own thing. Much more so. I'm not saying change the whole... I'm not talking about the format. I'm talking about just the way they do things. It just feels like rehashing old stuff, but not very well, and that's what falls flat. So if I watch it, it'll be for the cars. Otherwise, I will be eagerly awaiting the Grand Tour, which is the new show, the new Amazon show that Clarkson Hamilton may have with Amazon. That concludes my review and general thoughts on the new Top Gear. Watch it for the cars. That's it. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I hope you liked my sort of review comparing thing. I might do more of that. I don't know. Subscribe for daily vlogs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here's a little something for you guys to think about. You know Swiss cheese, right? Swiss cheese has holes in it. So the more cheese you have, the more holes you have. But then again, the more holes you have, the less cheese you have. So the more cheese you have, the less cheese you have.